Well, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today was one of those days that I had a breakdown. I usually don't have many breakdowns, you know. It might be something stupid like, you know, caught up in fallout or something, but well, we had a major. Well, I wouldn't call it a major, but get some lights on in here. The old John Deere A, my faithful steed. She's been running for a lot of years, and look what happened today. These old tires, they're all weather checked, both sides. That side there is too. And I was out there in third gear, going along in the rocks, and apparently this tire failed somewhere. Not sure where. I drove it about 100 yards with it flat, and yeah, didn't like it. But anyway, she was pretty brittle anyway. So luckily we got a spare. Here comes Carol with trouble 1 and 2. Ain't that right, Mox, huh? Yeah, both of them walk each side of me. Ain't that typical? Anyway, they're going for their daily training mission. They do walk pretty good once they get going, but yeah, Moxie does the best. She doesn't pull. But anyway, in the old building here, this has been sitting here for over a year. Not necessarily for that tractor. I actually bought it for the Farmall M, but it will fit. This is a 13.6. I gotta go see what that size tire is that's on there. This seems awful big, but it might not be. But yeah, 13.6. Let's go see what the other one's got. Yeah, it says 13.6 by 38. So we'll see. It looks a lot taller than this one, but anyway, we'll see what she looks like when we get her in here. So we got her up on the jack stand. I'm leaving the jack underneath it too, but so these particular rims I have never had off this tractor. Yeah, 1/16. Now I don't own this, but a good friend of mine bought it the other day, and he says, I'm going to leave this here for you to try. He says, see what you think of it. So, and I'll tell you, it'll walk the dog. Daggone thing. It's quite an impact. I know it'll pound them off some easy. Of course, that one took the stud, but that's all right. Yep. Damn thing's sticking the socket awful. I'll tell you, pretty good setup. Haven't decided if it's something I can live without or not. Make short work of it, that's for sure. Wow, it's nice. Wow. I'm gonna have to go get me a hammer. One thing about it, these ain't like big truck rims where you got to keep a nut on them, because big truck rims, they'll jump off and get you. But these here, pretty mild mannered. Yeah, I might take a sledgehammer. Okay. Guess that tire didn't want to balance on the other side. Tire was standing straight up, decided to go the other way. So I got that wood and all that shit down behind me, because I got to turn this sideways and walk it off over the rim. I'm pretty sure if I balance the low center in here and get it twisted, I can drive it off. Like I say, I've never had these off. I have had the axles out of the housing, but when I did it, I just reached a chain right down through the, right here, a rope actually it was, and me and my father just picked it up with the backhoe and slid it out. So I took the whole thing out right on the axle, and at the time back, Jesus, this is 28 years ago, I guess, 29 years ago, we pulled the whole thing out, changed all the seals, which you wouldn't know it. I mean, it leaks oil now, but whatever. Yeah, and put it all back together, and we never did take any of this stuff off. So, anyway, I'm going to jack this up, take the jack stand out from underneath it, and I'm probably not going to film it here because it's going to be sketchy, but I'm going to see if I can roll this off. Well, yeah, nothing to it. I don't know what kind of air pressure's in it, but it, looking at the dirt on the floor, it's within 1/4 of an inch. Doesn't have too much of a wobble. See if there's air enough in it to hold the tractor up. Yeah, not bad. Huh, that's a little cattywampus, but we'll grab a tire pressure gauge here. If I can get that off, there we go. Had it on cross-threaded. That's one thing about tire shops. Them boys are rugged in the bull. Half of them don't even know when they're cross-threading shit. Hey, let's see, 14 pounds. I run 12 usually. We're going to consider this problem fixed. Minor little setback. Yeah, this one here, I went around the field maybe more than once with it almost completely flat. But the sidewalls was all bad in it, so this tractor here needs a set of sneakers, which I've got a set for it outside. This is a new tractor to me. This is the one that was out in that tractor shed. And it has a very loud engine knock. John took it apart and said that it's not on the big end, it's up on the wrist pins. So this old girl here is going to need a little bit of love. Probably get into it sometime within the next few days because I'd like to find out what it needs. Because Ryan down in Connecticut's got all kinds of these parts. And he's going to be coming up here at some point this summer. So when he comes up, I'll have him just bring the parts with him. So I got to get that apart. That's kind of a need to. But yeah, she looks good. Anyway, that's going to be it. Minor little setback. I was going to put them on one of these tractors anyway, so now I'll take that one and get it unmounted, and I will clean up the rim, get it all painted, and then we'll mount the new tire that's out in that shed also. Another one of these, so I'll have two of the same size tires on it, and that tire over there will become a spare. We'll fit the M, we'll fit this. Kind of an interesting thing, when I bought this tractor, it still had the tits on the outside of these tire treads, and yet they were checkered on the sides. This tractor had new tires put on it in a hayfield, and that's all it had ever done is worked in a hayfield. And the mag stopped working, which it's still working fine. I don't know why it did, but I just wanted to show you over here on the bottom, that's how bad the cracking is on these tires. And I've been using them for, you know, 10 or 15 years. They keep getting worse every year, and I keep saying, oh, they'll go another year, but well, apparently third gear on them rocks over there was too much because I must have frigged up the tube on the inside. But anyway, this tractor, when I bought it, like I say, it wasn't running in a hayfield, and I paid 400 bucks for it. It had a crack in the head. We had to get the head pegged, put the head back on, and I've had it completely apart right down with the cast iron housings, resealed everything, rebearined everything, and that was about 30 years ago. And it works. It goes out, sets in the field, you know, it's just like all the tractors did, and the sun and weather gets them more than the use. The old girl's dependable. It starts almost every time. I did let it set here for 2 years with the same fuel in it a few years ago, and I ended up having to drain the tank. That was the only problem with it. But anyway, she's a good old horse. 1944 John Deere A. So anyway, she is what she is. She's rough and ready. So anyway, take care everybody, and don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.